Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home on IC in Christ Radio, source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, that's in North Alabama, as well as Abundance TV, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and you'll also find us on a Christian network in Australia. So we really do appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Rob Patz, for letting us be part of this network. We definitely appreciate that. Rob Patz is the owner of Abundance TV. Got to meet him, by the way. Sally Gentry is with me right now. She's a songwriter. And Sally, I actually got to, I feel like, some people you just talk to and you feel like you know them, whether you've actually met them face to face or not.
Cool.
So we were with at an event in Dollywood about 2 weeks ago. And so Rob and I never saw each other face to face ever, even though he does own radio stations all over the place. And he has one in Alabama as well. And so we just saw each other and just went, and just hugged, And so, some people, and you're one of those. I remember the very first time I met you. How many years ago has that been?
Oh, it's been over 15 years ago. So
It's been a long time ago. And it was just like, we just connected. I mean, it's just, so I got to see Sally, how Sally really is. And so it's been an awesome friendship.
it's been a blessing. It really has.
It has been on my part. I'm just telling you, really, really. So you're a songwriter, and an awesome songwriter. So tell me what's going on in the songwriting world right
It's crazy. The way that music's going right now, you just kind of have to try to, people want to just be famous. They don't care about much of the music part of it. And it's like flashy and on the edge, not in the bad, not, but I mean, some get their name out there, whatever, and they don't really care about the lyrics much anymore, which, it's a give or take in the industry. And I've seen that my whole life. You just do what your heart tells you to do, what God gives you the gift to do. If somebody wants to do it that way, then it's a blessing. If they don't, you put your part out there and you're doing what God gave you the gift to do. So.
now? Yeah, but I think you always get blessed with it though, because we've talked about this several times where you would send me a song you had just written, just in time. You'd send it to me, and I'd be like, "That girl, are there cameras in here?"
God, like, I'd be like, okay, I feel things, and I don't believe in psychics or nothing like that, but we have intuition, and
Yeah.
so give me this feeling like she's going through something right now, and I wrote that silly, I'm a writer, wrote that for you, and I didn't give it to nobody else, so nobody else has a copy of that but me and you. That's just, it comes from my heart, and it comes from, like you said, even if you don't meet somebody, but they had that kindred spirit or whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you understand it. You just understand that person. And so when you do meet somebody you never met them before and that connection is there, there's no hesitation like, hey, handshake, how you doing? Like you said, it's open arms. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, and it's rare to find anymore. When you do find it, just be grateful for it, because people are so fake now. I'm not judging, just saying. But
I know, I know, absolutely. I wanted to mention, because you're such a good songwriter, and the reason I'm saying this is in the Bible. It talks about listening to that still small voice,
oh
and
yeah,
I think what makes you successful is you do listen to that still small voice.
and it's a small voice, and it's so much louder than people's opinions. It's so much louder.
It is.
People saying, "Well, you're not good enough yet." You know what? I don't need yours. I've got Father. I don't need any. I mean, I'm being fed by Him. It's not by anybody else. So if that small voice to me is like magnitudes compared to anybody else's voice, I don't care how loud you are. So it's a blessing, And if you can take that and turn it into something positive and make somebody smile, or somebody gets me. That's what it's about, and that's why you're given that gift. It's not to be selfish. I'm not trying to be famous or trying to make a lot of money. It's just like, if somebody goes, oh, she understands, she gets it. That's what me. So
I totally agree with that. I mean, I really do. There was a time, and I still kind of care about what people think. I still kind of do. But when I quit putting so much emphasis on what people think, I'm a happier person.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I'm a lot easier for Phil to live with, you know.
We
I just quit.
talked about this last interview. It's like my whole life I cared about what people thought of me, how I looked, how I talked, how I stood, how I acted. And it was because I thought I was doing it for my family, not to embarrass my family or whatever. But I finally said, I'm not going to embarrass my family. That's not who I am. And so now I just, you know what, you can say all you want to about me. I don't care. If you don't know who I am, then your opinion doesn't matter. And your opinion really doesn't matter anyway. But it's like, I don't care. You go talk about me. Go say whatever you want to say about me. I'm not going to talk about you. I pray for you. But no, I'm not living my life for nobody else but God anymore. And if you can't get that, then I pray for you. It's
I wish I had got that a long time ago. It took me 60 years to figure it out. Some
40
people are just late bloomers, and I'm one of them. I
years.
finally got it. I mean,
Yeah.
and you'll just be amazed. And I think that's why, like holidays and stuff coming up, there's so much family, fuss and fight, and somebody wants to outdo somebody else, and all that kind of stuff. And I just don't. I, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Only one thing matters.
An ego thing, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
I mean, it's listen, if you celebrate the holidays, it's about coming together as a family, and it's about loving each other. It's not about the presents. That's why that song I wrote, Daddy cut on the album they did last time, The Greatest Gift.
Mhm.
It's not about any of that stuff. It's supposed to be, about Jesus. It's supposed to be about family. It's supposed to be about coming together, and at the one time a year when everybody can come together, because a lot of families don't see each other that much. It's that one time a year they get to, instead of going, let's just embrace this and love each other, and let's just have fellowship. It's like, oh, who's wearing what? Who got me this? Or did you get me that? It's the pride and ego and selfish thing. I just don't feed into that no more. I just don't.
I don't, and sometimes we turn everything into a competition. Now I'm competitive. I mean, I'll admit that, but sometimes it's not worth it. Like Phil's Aunt Minnie made like the best potato salad. Why would I be so stupid as to bring a potato salad when everybody's going to dig into hers and look at mine and go, yeah, it looks good. But they're going to go to hers because that's what she's known for. So why do people just do little things like that in a family setting? That's crazy.
You're searching for you're not trying to be better than somebody, I guess you could say, but you want to go, okay, well, she can do it. I'm going to do it better. And it's not putting her down for what she's done. You just said they're going to go to hers. You know that already. And I used to do that too. I used to try to make things my mom would make or my grandma would make or whatever. And I'd be like, and it'd be the one sitting over here with maybe 2 scoops at it, and the whole other one's already gone. And take it personal, though.
No.
Personal, and it's like it's not a personal thing. It's like what tastes better.
And everybody's known for something. So instead of trying to compete with somebody else, don't you think it'd be good just to kind of find your own thing and
That's
then
what I learned.
grow with that?
I mean, that's what I learned. I mean, instead of trying to compete with everybody else, no matter if it's food, whether it's music, whether it's life, whether it's whatever. I mean, I can only answer for me. And if I am proud, not prideful, but proud of something I've done, I don't need to copycat somebody else to get there. I need to find it on my own. Mm-hmm. And no matter what it is, if it's cooking, do that. If it's gardening, do that. If it's writing, do that. Find your path. We're all given one. Mm-hmm. And God didn't say, I'm going to give this person one and you got to run and try to catch up to that. No, you find, he gave you one to find on your own. And people always want it's validation. And they always want this, oh, good job. Oh, you're pretty, or oh, you're smart, or oh, this, or whatever. You don't need that if you have that in here. And that's what's really about. If you have it in here, you don't need all that stuff. So,
well, you're right about finding your own path, and about, I mean, really, God sometimes gives it to you, and we're just like, no, I don't want to do that one. Well, why not? I mean,
we're
like,
stubborn.
I can't be a songwriter. I'm not going to be a songwriter. I get blessed by your music, the ones you write. So why do I want to take that up when I'm not talented at it at all? And when you are.
People, I've had people say to me, they'll like send me videos of how do you think I sing? Because they want to be this famous singer. Or it's really about such insecurities. And again, God gives us all gifts, and I'm grateful that He gave me writing. He gave me the gift of being a mother. He gave me a gift of being a daughter. He gave me a gift of being a lot of things. Mm-hmm. I cannot ever compete though and go in a band and play a bass like my daddy does. I'm not going to do it.
Me either.
Exactly. But I can't be a radio host like you, and I'm not going to try to be.
You can do much better, believe me.
No. You're so good at what you do, and no. It's the thing. It came to mind. It's a competition thing. Mm-hmm. Who's better than who? Who can outdo somebody else? And it's not about that. If you don't have the love and here for it, then don't do it. Mm-hmm. It's not a competition. This life is not a competition. It's a gift. Find yours and do it. So
and really, success just follows. You don't have to look for it.
No,
it just kind of follows you. If you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path.
Oh yeah, of course. We talked about last interview about TikTok, and I think the last time we talked, and I don't do a lot of things. I'm a tech tart. I don't know how to do a lot of things. I just make my geeky videos, whatever. And I have over 15,000 people following me now, over 170 something thousand likes, because I do things that are spiritually based and based on music. And I don't need to do all that other stuff that other people do to get all this stuff. They just go, oh, this girl's being sincere. She's being pure.
Genuine.
Yeah, genuine. There you go. And so it's a beautiful thing. And there's jealousy on there, and you just have to deflect. That's been in my whole life. Mm-hmm. But it's just, to have these people come together and praying for each other when somebody's going through something, and you pray for each other. And it's a beautiful thing. And again, like I told you last time, nobody knows who I am. So it's like they're not going, oh, they're going, she's just Sally. So it's awesome to me. So
it's good. It's good to have your own identity.
Yeah.
And be a special person. You were talking about, doing your thing, and just being you. It's so important that we do that. And again, I think if you don't do that, I think that's where jealousy starts rooting in. And man, jealousy is not a good thing.
No. And I never, okay, not ever. I don't use that word. I never was jealous of anybody. I had to always try to overcome people being jealous of me and try to make them feel comfortable about me. And I shouldn't have to do that. That's their problem, not mine. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you're going to be jealous of me, that's your own problem. It's not my problem. And I'll still be here at the end of the day if you want to talk or whatever. But no, you're not influencing my life like that no more. I didn't do anything to make you jealous. That's just your emotions. And we talked about emotions before. That's our biggest downfall as humans, is emotions. So
that and perception. Like somebody could think, oh, that's Sally. Somebody could think Sally is a particular way. And that's not anywhere right.
Hello, I didn't move. This ain't me.
Are you there, Sally? Looks like I may have lost Sally. Oh, it's time for us to go into a commercial break anyway. Let's go ahead and let me get right back here to my commercial break, and then we're going to see if we can get Sally back on the air. Let's talk about the Hatter Cafe. They're located in Mentone. Magical place. You got to go check it out. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park, and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018. At Miracle Pottery, each pottery item is hand-turned from durable stoneware, clay body, and non-scratch high-fire glaze. Dishwasher oven and microwave safe, our handcrafted dinnerware and bakeware will last a lifetime, staying just as beautiful as the day it was born. Each pot is signed first with a cross in thanks to our Lord, our name, and then the year. We say a tiny prayer for the receiver of each piece that they receive abundant blessings in their lives. It's not just about pottery. We're located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains near Mentone and Valley Head, Alabama. Miracle Pottery is nestled at the base of the hills at 7871 Alabama Highway 117 between Gadsden, Alabama and Chattanooga, Tennessee. Please go to our website, miraclepottery.com, for more info about our other getaway cottages. You can also call us at 256-635-6863. We are back. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Afternoon Drive Home on IC Radio in the town of Geraldine, Alabama. I'm going to bring Sally back in. We just went to a really quick commercial break. Now, I keep forgetting to do that. And we have some super, super awesome, I'm talking super awesome sponsors. So we want to make sure that they get some time on the show as well. But my name is Donna Fiesel. You can find us on IC Radio, and the station is actually located in the town of Geraldine, Alabama. And you can also find us on television a couple different ways. You can find us on channel 182, which is on Charter Communications. Charter Communications in North Alabama. You can also find us on television. Yeah, most certainly can. And we are on Abundant TV, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Sally is back. Hey, Sally, how you doing? Sally Gentry. She's a songwriter. One of my friends, known her for a very, very long time. And so I'll tell you what I like about Sally. Number of things. I like her because she's genuine. Whatever you see Sally, she's always the same Sally. And I like that. And I think people in this world are getting tired of fake. I think everybody is looking for genuine these days. What say you? Can't hear you. Okay, let's see. Let me get her to unmute. And there she goes. There you go. I got you now.
I was gonna say, growing up in the industry and in the life I did, I've seen a lot of beautiful people, regardless, but most of them were fake. And even in life, going to high school or going to school, period, just anything in life, you're dealing with people, they're trying to be something they're not. And I guess it's the one thing I got in schools. Everybody saw me for who I was, because I never pretended to be anybody else other than Sally. And I can't say it for everybody else, and everybody has to answer their own story, whatever you want to call it. But when it comes down to the end of the day, if you're not happy with you and what you've done in this life, then that's you. And I used to wear face paint and makeup. I used to get my hair done every 6 weeks. I used to go shopping and get the nicest clothes. I used to do all that stuff, and it's all putting out this thing you want people to look at you and go, oh, and if you don't feel that on your own, I don't care what you do, it's not going to happen. When you go to bed at night, you're going to still lay there and go, well, this didn't look right, or I didn't feel right in that, or maybe somebody thought I was fat, or maybe somebody thought I had, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you're happy and here. And that's being genuine, is being happy with yourself.
So. I think so too. And people, it's the perspective that other people will give us, and I got news for you. I have a friend who has a daughter who is a model. And so he was showing me some of her pictures. And I'm thinking, wow, she's breathtaking, beautiful. I mean, she is just absolutely great. And he said, I'm going to show you another album. So he lets me look at this other album. They're not so good. He said they have to take hundreds of pictures to find the ones that are going to turn out to just that right look.
No, you're right. And that's the one thing we're talking about TikTok. There's when they put these filters on. They're called filters. And it looks like you have this makeup on, and they're showing this up here, or guys are showing this down. And it's like, why? Why do you need that attention that way? If you can't do it for who you are as a person, and you're right, because I used to model when I was young, and they have to take 1,000 pictures to get 3 good ones. What it is for a child who has low self-esteem anyway?
I know.
To look good, okay, well, I can't take a good picture, and so they keep going. No, I mean, just be who you are, and that's a totally different career path anyway, and it's based on looks and based on all that stuff. And if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But it wasn't for me. I quit doing it when I was like 14. I was like, no.
Well, I think we're ruining the self-image of our girls now. I mean, and everything is fake. I mean,
yeah, they don't have one to begin with. They're watching TV. They're watching, these people on TV who have people who make them look that way. They're not that way behind the camera. I mean, you understand it takes hours to look that way, and they think, oh, I can just go and put some makeup on, put these clothes on, I'm gonna look that way too. So when they get that in their face and they don't look that way, they're like, what's wrong with me? So they don't even have a self-esteem to begin with. And so every time they're told you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not smart enough, you're not whatever, it's like, instead of them going, yes, I am, maybe not to you, but yes, I am to me. Again, it's about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so young, they don't have that yet. They don't even have an opportunity to find that yet. And instead of the parents saying, which we talked about parents last time, they have a big part of it. You know, a lot of these parents are trying to push their kids to do things and try to live through their kids too. And that to me is, my daddy never did that to me, and it's sad to me because I've seen it so much. It's just, they don't even have an identity except for that. So,
yeah, I mean, I've seen that a lot, like girls' weddings. Maybe their parents eloped, so the mother's reliving it, having the wedding through her daughter. Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
or our daughter has a child, and then she wasn't a mother to her child, so she wants to be a mother to her grandchild now, and the mother didn't get a chance to be a mother. You know, it's like a cycle. You know, but it's again, it's sad to me, and I just pray for these people because you can't change nobody. You know, you can be there to, if they ask you questions, to be there to help them, but you can't tell them what to do because they have to figure that out. You know, so you just be an example kind of thing, I guess.
What can you do for your kids though? Because every kid has a dream. I don't know. I'm still having dreams, and I'm 63.
Yeah.
So, I think it's okay. I mean, but the first thing I wanted to be was a cowgirl. You know, and I think I want to be a cowgirl. And then another time I thought I want to be in the army. And then I thought, no, I want to be in the Air Force. And then, I mean, yeah, I just had a lot of different dreams. And some people would just say you have an over imagination. What do you say about that?
Well, you know, you bring that up, and God's amazing. Daddy came over the other day, and he dropped off the chicken. And I said, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And he's been going through a lot. You know, Jeff passing away and everything. And he said, "I just want everybody to understand that my dream I had as a little boy." He goes, "I've lived my whole life for the group Alabama." I said, "No, Dad, you lived your whole life for everybody in this world," which he has. And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It's just hard." And that's the thing, is if you have a dream, and he was never fed, nobody fed into his dream. He just fought for it. And we had these things. I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian. I thought I wanted to do this. I thought, you think that, but when you have a solid dream and you really want that, you're going to do anything in this world that you can possibly do without hurting somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to work for it. And blessed they did. And they got where they're at right now because of that. And he never gave up on himself. And that's a big thing. You can't give up on yourself no matter what anybody says. You know, if you really believe that is your gift and that's what you're supposed to do, then you better fight and go for it, and don't let nobody stop you. So
If you got that burning desire, you need to go for it. You know,
amen.
I used to think when I was young, I would think, well, I want to be a cheerleader. Well, there's different variations. Oh, there's different variations of being a cheerleader. I kind of get to be one now because on the talk show's not about me. I get to be a cheerleader for everybody else. And it's a variation of being a cheerleader. So I'm actually living my dream.
But if you go to the root of what you're talking about, you want to be there and help other people, period. Whether it's to make them laugh, make them smile, root a team on, root somebody else on. You're
cheer
like,
mine.
You're doing it. And regardless of what you want to label it, you're doing it. So
well, it's this way because you can just run into somebody at the store or something, and you just feel you have this instinct. It's like this person needs to be rooted on. For some reason, that I don't know if they've heard somebody tell them that they can't make it. I don't know what it is, but I got to tell you, you can make it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have looks. You don't have to have any of this stuff. You can make it. It doesn't matter what. There's a lady who has a YouTube channel, and this woman is 80 something years old, and she does gardening. And she's got a lot of followers. You know why? Because she could care less what she looks like. She has this burning passion for being a gardener.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Passion about anything.
It keeps her young.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, I noticed now, especially after everything, if I go to a store, like you said, or I don't care where it's at, and always make eye contact with people, and you can tell by somebody's eyes. They say they're the windows of the soul. Hey, how are you doing? Are you having a good day? And they'll just look at you like, huh? Because nobody cares. And you give a second of your time to care, and it might change their whole day for that moment. Mm-hmm. And hey, can I give you a hug? I'm Sally. How are you doing? It's just the little things in life. And I know that when times I needed somebody, or I needed somebody to be there and nobody was, it's not their fault. But if somebody had been, it would have felt nice to know that I was actually, even if I never saw them again in my life, they said, are you okay? How are you doing? Having a good day?
Sometimes people are just kind of, and I don't think it's coincidence. I think it happens for a reason. Sometimes you just meet somebody.
Yeah.
And they just say the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. And it's like, I'm so blessed the people I have in my life, which is very small. And we talked this last time, people say, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 1,000 pennies. That's the truth. I'd rather have 4 great friends than 1,000 fake ones. But there's this, amazing man that I met on TikTok, and he does this ministry now, and he's moving mountains, and it's so beautiful to me, and what he's been through and what he's done. Mm-hmm. And the connection you make with people through God, and you just never would meet these people. I don't care if it's at a store, if it's on the internet, if it's on YouTube, whatever, but God puts people in your life for a reason, and I truly believe that you're put in my life a long time ago for a reason. And I've been through a lot, and, I'm sure we've talked, but to still be here to this day and still be able to talk like this is such a blessing. And I don't take nothing for granted anymore. I mean, if you want to be in my life, that's wonderful. And if you don't, that's your choice. I'm not changing for nobody no more. So
don't. You got to be you. Sally, less than a minute left in this segment. What do you want to tell folks before you go? Time flies.
Okay, well, everybody, I'm sorry for the people who follow me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. I still kind of get on there sometimes. But if you want to see anything at Sally Gentry 1 on TikTok, and my friends on there, they're amazing, Christian, beautiful people. And Aunt Donna and Uncle Phil, thank you so much for sticking with me. And anybody wants to collaborate with songwriting and that kind of thing, she can tell you how to get a hold of me. I'm a tech tart. I can't tell you other than this. So God bless everybody. And don't ever give up in this life. It's just too guaranteed tomorrow. So
absolutely. Yeah, you've been given a gift, so just go ahead and hang on to that gift. Sally, thank you so much for being on the show. Uncle Phil says hello. We'll see you later. You take care. See you next month, okay?
You got it.
And thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. You take care. And we'll be talking with another awesome guest in just a few minutes. Bye, Sal. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales look forward to serving you. And you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Fort Payne and Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by the locations in Fort Payne and Gadsden. We sincerely look forward to serving you.